You are not a man at 12. That is a lie. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai Shem Kodash. And this is a comment sent in on the video I did dealing with Sarnetta and Daniela. And this is put up by Bishop Melchizedek, which is aka Ayathun. The 12 tribe controversy, or the 12 tribes controversy. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai Shem Kodash. And this is a comment that was put up by a Greg Cooper, and this is on the video. Sarnetta and Daniela speak on GMS being on point, and I'll just go ahead and read it. And the first few lines that I read, I kind of got a little upset, and I kind of looked at this individual as a scoffer. But then as I read down and read the whole thing, he's giving his opinion, about he knows that he's an Israelite, but he doesn't accept the so-called Latin tribes, as we call them. And that's his opinion. He said what he had to say. He does say, as I read the letter or the comment, that we have the truth, and GMS has the truth. And you know what? More and more people are basically admitting that the number one camp out there when it comes to breaking down, giving you the true understanding of the scriptures is GMS. We've been saying for years we got 100% truth, and we do have 100% truth. Because if we don't have the truth, or any other camp, former One Western doesn't have the truth, then who has the truth? The truth has to be there. The Most High is not going to give us the truth, but then give us a lie dealing with the 12 tribes. Anyway, I'm going to read this, and any precepts come to mind, I'll quote them. I'm not going to necessarily go to them and read them, but I'll quote them. Anyway, it says, Greg Cooper, High Priest Ariah out of One West here in Harlem, the creator of the 12 tribe chart himself, said that the chart was false along with Abba Bivens, and made it to use as a hook. Also, he stated that all tribes are Negroes. Well, I remember the video that he made. I was actually there when he made that statement, and he just threw that statement out. But he really meant, the Negroes, West Indian, Puerto Ricans, Haitian, Dominicans, Indian, and Negroes. He maintained that. I did remember him saying that, but that was you might say a slip of the tongue. Because why would he make a 12 tribes sign and then say the Gad is the Indians and the Puerto Ricans are the tribe of Ephraim and so forth? It says this is the only problem I got with GMS. So he's saying that everything that we teach is on point. But you're going to find out through the Spirit that there are 12 tribes, and they're here in the Americas, and part of the 12 tribes, or the Israelites, were already here before the kingdom of Judah, or the southern kingdom, got over here. That's in 2nd Ezra 13, you can start at the 40th verse. It says that when, in not so many words, that when we got over here, the other tribes would be here already. So when Esau, and I'm going to do a video dealing with Ophir, and Ophir is America. Solomon had the Canaanites go back and forth to America, and when to the Americas, meaning North, Central, and South America, including Canada, and that if you go back far enough, they were called. Actually, Brazil was called Ophir, as well as that whole region. And the word Ophir is an omen nomen for America, because the word Ophir means reduced to ashes. And ultimately, you can look it up, and ultimately, America, Babylon the Great, will be reduced to ashes. So that's what you call an omen nomen, a name sign. But it's also known as Babylon the Great, Assyria, Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah. These are some of the labels put on America. Oh, and Brazil is a Hebrew word, and I did a video on that. The Hebrew word is barazal, which means iron. So that land, Brazil, is really a Hebrew word. Anyway, let me read on. It said it made it to use as a hook. Also, he stated that all tribes are Negroes. This is the only problem I got with GMS, is the pushing of the chart, of that chart, but we're going to continue to push it pursuant to Ezekiel 37 chapter and the 16th verse. Or you can start from the 16th verse. That's the Great Awakening. Part of the Great Awakening is you have to be able to identify who you are among Israel. They teach in my hood They said they teach in my hood on Saturdays. Me, I walk past 1 West damn near every day on Madison Avenue in Harlem, New York. Yeah, that's 149 Madison. That's where the ICGJC is located, and they used to be like a block up on the 1 West 125th Street. It said also when they used to teach on 34th Street in the Garment District in front of Citibank back in 78, 79, and I remember that too, is how long I've been in the truth. I listen to GMS now. Let me say that again, read that again. I listen to GMS now. Everybody seems to gravitate toward GMS. You got that? Bishop Melchizedek, aka Paul Kersey, aka 85 Loop, and whatever other avatars you may use. They're not saying IUIC, they're not saying any other group. They're saying GMS, and even Sarnetta. And Sarnetta has a great relationship with Tazariak. He has Tazariak's phone number, or Captain Tazariak. and he'll call to Captain Zarek, go on the show. Even Priest Daniela went on the show. And what group will come up when Sarnetta, and if Sarnetta is not mentioning GMS, he's thinking about GMS. In his mind, he's saying, because I can read his mind, he's saying, yeah, GMS, they're over all these guys. They're over all these guys, man. GMS is number one. GMS is number one. And we got the whole truth. We've been saying that. Let me read on. It says, I listen to GMS now. I just try to block out when Latinos and Native Americans knowing the truth. This irks my spirit. Well, the Most High haven't fully opened up your eyes to the 100% truth. The so-called Latin tribes and Gad and so forth, those are the Israelites. Point blank, period. Those are the Israelites. And like I said, if you put the scriptures together the right way, you would understand that you had the kingdom of Israel already here in the Americas, scattered throughout North, Central, and South America. And when James Adair, who wrote the book History of the American Indians, he said through his trading and living among them, he came to the conclusion that they have to be one of the tribes of Israel, and that they spoke Hebrew. Why would they speak Hebrew if they're heathens? You might say, well, those are Arabs. Well, the Arabs spoke Arabic. They didn't speak Hebrew. If you open up that book, they use the word for fire. They use their word is ash or ash, which is fire. They call on Yahweh. The Gad was known for wearing fringes. These people right here, when Esau encountered the people of the Americas, and they knew that they were Israelites. When I did another video, they did when Columbus came over there, he had a handful of interpreters, and they spoke Hebrew. And one of them, the top one, his name was Torres. I forget his whole name. Somebody can put it in the comment section. He spoke, I believe, 5 different languages. He spoke Arabic. He also spoke fluent Hebrew. And I would say some Latin, some Spanish, Latin. And there was a reason why they brought with them interpreters, because they needed to be able to speak to the Indians. So they knew that they had to bring a Hebrew interpreter, because they knew that the people that they were going to encounter are, in fact, Hebrews, the Israelites. You know, this information is overwhelming. It says, I listen to GMS now. I just try to block out when Latinos and Native Americans knowing the truth. This irks my spirit. I think GMS has the truth. So does a few other camps. But they need to wake up, Judah. Then let the rest of the tribes who are scattered to the 4 corners of the earth wake up like we did. Then let them follow suit. However, good video. Respect, Elder. Shalom. So, you know, there you have it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be responses to this video. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say Shalom.